Okay, hi guys. Today, well not today because I can't do it all today. I wish I could do it today. But we are going to transform my mom's window seat into my very own book nook, okay? And I did get permission to do this. So before we do anything, I do have a vision. Of course, I had to design it in The Sims because that's the only way for me to actually kind of bring my vision to life before doing anything. Over here, I want floating shelves. So I found some on Amazon, which I'm going to order tonight. And then I might want floating shelves up there, but I think I'm gonna hold off buying floating shelves up there because I don't have that many books to put up there. This, I do understand, this is hard ass wood. Okay, this is very hard. So when you sit on it after a while, your butt is gonna hurt. So I am planning on sewing something like a little cushion, I guess, to put on here. Plan for today is we're gonna tape up the edges with painter's tape because I already bought the paint. My little Sims rough draft, I guess. That's kind of how I want it. So hopefully it turns out like that, but if it doesn't, then I just hope it turns out cuter. Everything is taped up. It's not perfect. Get to painting now, so I just opened it. So this is the color, and I think it's such a pretty color. And this is just like an old shirt that my mom doesn't use anymore, just in case of like paint chips. But yeah, let's get to painting. I'm so excited but so nervous, and I really hope this color turns out really pretty. This is the end of day one, or I guess night one, and it looks pretty good. Obviously it looks a little blotchy because, you know, some are drying, some are wet, and then it's not fully covered yet. So I will resume again tomorrow with the help of my boyfriend when the sun comes out. I just came to my actual room now. I have like a little bits of like paint splattered on my arm and stuff, so I do need to go take a shower. I'm going to let my body rest for a little bit before I go shower, and I'm going to place my order on Amazon. So these are the two things that I got, or that I'm thinking of getting. So there's this shelf. It comes in a pack of like 6. So there's that, and then I was also looking at these string lights, and it comes with like little clips so that you can hang like photos or like whatever you want in there, like maybe notes or something, like your favorite book quotes. Oh, you can't even really see. I'm against the light. Okay, I'll go here. I think you can kind of see it. I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks pretty good. So today we're going to tackle the ceiling. And if I have enough paint, maybe do a second round. And then say hi to my sister.
Wait, look at my painting.
We're both painting today, just different forms of paint. Okay guys, I just finished painting it. The lighting is very bad. But I think, not done. This is how it looks. How it looks there is how it looks on the others. I think it looks pretty good. I really like the color, so does my mom. And then when this dries, maybe I'll look at it again and see if there's some stuff or some places that I missed too. Wait. Oh, it's so cute. That is very pretty. Is that still supposed to be a rainy day? Or did you change your mind?
Yeah, we're not done yet.
Okay. Good thing I wear glasses because I don't know if you can see, but I got a little bit of green paint on it, and it's directly like over my eyeball. So that would have been very bad. Okay, hey guys, it is much later in the day. So me and my boyfriend went out. We went to like Ross and like Burlington and all of that, even Target, to see if I could find like any knickknacks to put on my bookshelf. But I couldn't, but let me show you guys what I did find. I found a basket. It is a big, beautiful woven basket. I can use this as like extra book storage or like snacks because I do love some snacks. And so I'm going to put this in the corner over here. And actually, let me show you guys the progress that we've done, because when we came home, we had dinner, and then we went ahead and added like 3 of the shelves. So let me show you guys how it looks right now because it's so cute. So there's the basket, and then look at it. It's so cute. So obviously, hold on. So this is my Harry Potter collection. We just put all of these books up at once to test like the weight limit. It says 40 pounds, but I think like this set will be the heaviest set that I have because it is all of the books. This is how it kind of looks. It still looks very plain, but stay with me because I am not done. This is just the beginning. So those 3 shelves are going there, and I was thinking like, okay, maybe I can make it symmetrical and add the 3 shelves there, but I'm not gonna do that because that is going to be my seating area and I don't want to accidentally bonk my head on one of those shelves. Although I did put that lower shelf like I put it in a place where I still have enough room to sit under, just in case if my sister wants to join me while I read on here, or if my boyfriend wants to join me while I read on here, then I can read under there and they can read there comfortably because I am the shortest between literally almost everyone in my whole entire family. So I can just comfortably sit there. But over here, I was thinking of like decorating that wall with just like artwork or like some cute wall decor. So I'm gonna put the remaining 3 bookshelves up above the window. I just put up the top 3 shelves, and then there are the 3 shelves on the side, and now we are going to try and organize the books that I have right now. Okay, I got it. I kind of got carried away when I was decorating the shelves. I also put up the lights, and I put up cute Polaroid pictures I have too of like me and like my sister, my mom, and my boyfriend. So I put them all up there, and then here are my books so far. So these are like my to be read, or the ones that like I'm currently reading. So I'm reading this one right now, and then these are my like series books, I guess, or the ones that I also plan on reading. And then this is like my poetry books, and then I have my hanging vines here along with this jar of like book quotes that I have. And then here's a Lego set. Oh, and my Harry Potter kind of got knocked over, so I switched my Harry Potter onto this shelf over here. And then I also have like these books, but this right here, it's like empty for like future books and stuff. So it looks so cute. I have some cute Polaroid pictures here. Update, it's the next day and my lights fell down. So I need to find a better way on hanging them. My boyfriend said to maybe take off the photos. Maybe that's what's weighing it down. But I really don't want to take down the photos. I did do a lot more work. So I finally have some, sorry, we're against the light, so the lighting's pretty bad. But I finally have some curtains up. They're like a nice shade of green over on this wall. Okay, let me explain my thinking process, okay? So this wall was looking very plain. Like it was way too plain for me, and I just wanted to decorate it, but I didn't want to like hang like picture frames or anything like that. And so one of my other hobbies is also scrapbooking, and so I decided to, you know, why don't I just scrapbook this wall? And so I took a lot of like my scrapbooking like scraps and I just put them to use. So we're gonna make our way all the way up to that corner, and then we should be done with our little scrapbooking section. And then I finally have like a little backrest pillow, and I also have this. So this is a sun catcher. So obviously the light from the sun will reflect off onto like the little crystal ball thing or something, and so it will reflect all the way to the room. And you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see, on the bed you can kind of see like there's little rainbow sparkles going on. I also bought a roll of foam to put on this bench because I originally said that I was going to sew something for it. Yeah, I was going to, but then I realized, okay, maybe polyfill is not the best option for like a bench, like for a bench seat, because it's way too soft and like my butt will just end up hurting after a while. And so I went on Amazon and I found like a 3-inch high foam, I guess, for like actual benches. Like people actually use that to make like a bench seat, and so I got it, and so it should be coming in by next week. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. Guess what came? My foam for the bench seat came, and I'm so excited because I placed this yesterday. Yeah. Sorry, babe. Look, Mom, come sit on it. Yeah, but it's not clean either, so come sit.
Inadagit tayo sa utang takip mo?
Yeah.
Oo, nagmatagid ganito.
Oh, here's my cushion. So excited. It's pretty thick, squishy, but adds support. And then we have my batting. This is not the batting that they usually recommend, but this is the batting that I have because of my sewing stuff, like when I do quilts. So this is the only batting I have, so this is what we're gonna use. And then this will be the fabric cover. We're gonna trim some of the foam off because it's way too long. I have made quite a mess, but it's cut. Okay, it's just very messy. My mom's gonna get very mad. Guys, look at how perfect it fits in there. And then the next plan of action. Okay, so this opens up, so there's storage under, but it opens up in the middle. So I plan on cutting this in the middle so that when my mom just needs one side, it doesn't take both sides, you know what I mean? Okay, I went ahead and I cut the long foam thing in half. So now I just place the batting on top, and thankfully the batting just literally sticks on, so I don't have to like do anything for it to like stick on. As we ran into a dilemma because this was the fabric I wanted to use, but it was a little bit too short for the whole thing. So I just cut it in half, and we are going to use white fabric to fill in the rest of the space that I need to cover, basically. I just finished sewing it. This is how it kind of looks like on this side. So part of it will be white, part will be this one. Good morning. This is 2 months later from when I started my book nook transformation, and I realized that I never filmed an outro or like a completed like book nook tour, I guess, like a before and after. I actually don't know where I left off in that last clip. I believe it was pretty much completed. Like I have my books up and stuff, and I don't think I really added much decorations after. I have to go back and see, but this is the ending to that video, so this is the outro. Okay, so this is the whole book nook. Okay, yeah, and then I added a cart because I had to buy something. I had to buy another shelf to put my additional books on, so that is new. Okay, let me show you guys everything. So here is my cart. So on the bottom row here we have my sister's books. Over here we have books that don't really match like the vibe of my like other books, and plus these were given to me, so I wouldn't necessarily say they're kind of like my books, even though they're given to me, if that makes sense. And then over here we have like thrillers or like just any other books that couldn't fit on my shelf. If you guys remember, my thrillers were on the shelf, but I'm currently in like a a rom-com kind of mood, like romance kind of mood, and so I had to switch it out so I can fit my romance, okay, or like my YA books. So over here we have thrillers, like mysteries and all that, and then I like to keep my current reads in the front. So Cruel Prince is one of my current reads, and I have no idea why, but this is honestly so hard for me to finish, and it's kind of, sorry, my nose. Ooh. My nails aren't done. And it's kind of making me sad because I've heard a lot of good like things about this book, but it's not doing it for me. So I'm hoping that the second book does it for me. And then I'm also, this is my book light for nighttime. So yeah, it comes in very handy. It is pretty bright though. And then my other current read is Alchemized, and this is my sister's Christmas present to me, along with 2 other books. It is quite heavy, and yeah, it's quite heavy. And honestly, I think I lost my page where I was at, so I have to go back and see. And then over here, let's start here. So over here we have my little cushion, okay? So we have a cushion, we have my little backrest pillow so that I could lay here, and it's actually quite comfortable. Like, I've fallen asleep here a couple of times already. Oh, I did not even show you guys these. So these are like, what would I even call them? Like book accessories. Like, I have bookmarks, I have a book review, I have like some sticky notes. One sticky note just went on me. So over here, these 2 are like my YA rom-com romance area, okay? So these are my books. These are hardcovers. Those are paperback because the hardcover, the height would not fit on the second shelf, so I did not measure these well enough apart. Over here, oh, I guess this is also new. This projects like a kaleidoscope looking light on the ceiling, which is really nice at nighttime. And then over here, as we know, these are my favorite quotes jar, which I need to update. I have not been doing that. And then 1 Lego flower set. And then my Juby plant that I love, that I've had for years from IKEA. And then those up there, oh my god, my Powerless series. Love, love, love Powerless. I'm so sad. I finished the whole series already. And then we have I don't know if they have like a special name for like the trilogy, but we have those up there. And then we have my Harry Potter collection, of course. And then we have the rest of my Cruel Prince. My case is a little lopsided because I just turned it on last night. And then my Alchemized dust cover is up there. And then I have more romantasy, or more fantasy actually. Yeah, these are fantasy. That is kind of like romantasy. And then we have my Percy Jackson collection. And so up here we have my string lights with my Polaroid pictures over the years. And then this, we usually put this around the Christmas tree, but we didn't this year, and I thought it would look so cute to hang here so that it's a little bit festive, you know. And then over here we have my scrapbooking wall. I'm still not sure how I feel about that top one. I feel like it's too straight, and I feel like I need a little bit more curvature to it. Like how these aren't straight, you know, like they kind of taper out, but then there's like curves and stuff. I feel like it just adds more to it. So I might add more to that in the future. And then we have my little book nook sign, and of course some little pearl stickers to add a little bit of like sparkle in here. And then over here we have my basket. So we have my pencil pouch, and in here we have a ton of sticky strips along with those note tabs, and they're just all in here. And then we have my scrapbooking book that I have, I guess. Yeah, I haven't added to that in a while. And then we have a little notebook for if I want to write notes about the books I'm reading. And then we also have some like book games, puzzle games. These we've me and my sister collected throughout the years when we would go travel to entertain ourselves on the plane, and so I've decided to just add them here just in case if either one of us wants to do a little puzzle game. We have a back scratcher because why not, you know? And then we have my throw blanket for when it starts to get cold or if I accidentally fall asleep here. we just came from a whole other room. Okay, I just moved to the living room because I wanted to film in front of this tree for my outro. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That windowsill needed some help, and I'm so glad I was able to transform it into something so cute and cozy and something that I love and don't mind seeing every single day. Like, I'm so excited for my sister to come back here and just enjoy that book nook with me so that we can just both sit there and read a book or two, maybe somehow influence her or force her to read one of my books. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you guys stuck around till the very end and you're watching this end clip, well, thank you for sticking around, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.